What is good? I mean, what is really good, my people? It is UK, Trotter Brother, Dr. Blick, the darkest man around. And today, guys, I'm here with a special guest. Introduce yourself, man.
What's up, guys? It's OG Dugan. Thanks for having me, Blick.
It's cool, man. It's cool to have a new person that is new to my channel, and it's cool to have you, man. And guys, today I'm going to be continuing a series that I haven't done in a while. I haven't really touched it in a long time. And pretty much animes that should get games. And today's edition is Fairy Tail. Me personally, I haven't really followed Fairy Tail at all, so I don't really know. That's why I got a lot of questions to ask Dugan here. So let me just get on with this. So okay, Fairy Tail. So say Fairy Tail was to get a game, would it be like a MMO, hack and slash, or a fighting game? Like, how would you visualize a Fairy Tail game, and why do you think Fairy Tail should get a game?
Gotcha. Alright, well, to start, when you asked me this question, I did have to think on it a little bit by how the best way it could be done. Because there has been a little bit of talk about Koei Tecmo possibly producing one in the future, with Gus Studios developing it, being like an RPG. But how I personally would want it done, I think if they got like the Omega Force developers to do it, and it was like a Masuo game, I think that would fit perfectly. We've seen it work well with so many other games, Gundam, One Piece, etc. And I think it could work well like that, but honestly the best way is, like you said, sort of like a pseudo MMO, how we get on consoles a lot these days. Kind of like how Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was, or sort of just being able to play with a friend would really make the experience.
So you're saying that you would rather it be an MMO than a straight up fighting game. Me personally, I haven't followed Fairy Tail, so you're gonna kind of bear with me. So you'd rather it be an MMO than a fighting game. Is that the message you're trying to like get across?
Well, I think a fighting game could definitely work. I just think it gets done so much, and sometimes it's hard to do it well. You know how many broken anime fighting games we get year round, so.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So when it comes to like the features like of Fairy Tail as a whole, like the series Fairy Tail, what does it have to offer than, like, compared to other series? Like One Piece has the unique powers, Dragon Ball's more based on martial arts, Naruto is Naruto. What makes Fairy Tail stand out? Like, what makes Fairy Tail like different compared to these series if it was to get a game?
That's actually a good question, because a lot of people give Fairy Tail flack for it being, I think you even said it's kind of like a bootleg, and people call it like the poor man's One Piece, this, that, and the third. But I think it'd be unique, because they got these characters called Dragon Slayers. That's what the main character is, Natsu. That character is like Gajeel, Windy, and they also have like Demon Slayers as well. So, and they're way stronger than a lot of the normal magic users, and that could be like a balance problem. But yeah, there's just a lot of unique, different types of magic in Fairy Tail. And they got a lot of just overpowered characters as well, with like the 10 Wizard Saints. It'd be a great fan service game. And Fairy Tail's a big sort of fan servicey series, so for them to get a game like J-Stars or Burning Blood would work really well. But you go ahead.
So when it comes down to so you're saying like a MMO with like obviously character creation. So how would you envision the story mode? Would it be like you, the person, how like they did with Xenoverse, how they advertise the person, like unlocking all sorts of techniques and stuff like that? Would it be kind of like a Xenoverse style when you kind of rewrite the Fairy Tail story, or would it be its own unique thing? Like, how would you like see the story mode? Like, what would fit the Fairy Tail story mode like in your opinion?
Yeah, I think we should go through like a lot of the major arcs we remember, but yeah, if they add a twist to it where your character could be involved, I think that'd be amazing. It's just the opportunities for this are just they're so open and they're so massive, because for Fairy Tail games, we've had them in the past, but they've just been really shitty handheld games. Like, I played them all in Japanese, they've never been localized, and they're just really bare bones. We had one that was kind of like, if you ever played the Monster Hunter games, they had Fairy Tail Portable Guild is really just like a stripped down, like a really bad Monster Hunter game. So like they could just do so much better. It could be like they could do it like Xenoverse. They could do it like just about anything, as long as they actually get like a developer on it to actually give it a little bit of care. It could definitely just work out.
Oh, okay. So, in terms of Fairy Tail's popularity, like you said, people call it the poor man's One Piece. People call it the bootlegged One Piece. People basically say Fairy Tail is a straight up ripoff from One Piece. So, say Fairy Tail gets a new game. It gets a new game. Do you feel like the game will help people come into Fairy Tail, or would it be like one of those games like One Piece, Burning Blood, where it can bring you in, but you still don't know what you're doing. You don't know what the hell's going on. You don't know what this is. You don't know what X, Y, and Z is. Like, how much of an impact would this game have in terms of getting more people into the series, in terms of getting more people enjoying the game as a whole? Because most anime games, they follow the series. They follow what the series is like. Like, what is your thoughts about this?
Yeah, I think it actually, for a series like Fairy Tail, I think it would bring a lot of new people in, because it's just an easier series to get into. Like, One Piece was pretty easy for me to get into. And some other people, but for some people it's really intimidating because of the length. Fairy Tail has that length, but early on a lot of the arcs are pretty short. A lot of the characters are really cool. Like, you would love to play as them, you know. The characters like Natsu and Gray and Loxus, all of them would be just, you know, really dope to see, you know, just animated in sort of a game fashion.
That sounds dope. Okay, so okay, say I'm a person. Yeah, I walk down, like what you have in America, freaking Walmart. I walk down and I see Fairy Tail there on the shelf. So, and you're the person that works at freaking Walmart. Yeah, you come up to me, and how would you sell this game? How would you convince me to buy a Fairy Tail game? Like, what would you say to someone that is unsure about this game? Like, what would you say to them to actually make them more like comfortable in getting a Fairy Tail game?
Okay, well, basically, like, the selling point is, you know, Fairy Tail has deserved a game for a long time, a solid game, because, I mean, for years, I mean, it's definitely has, some may think it's past its heyday, but it's definitely had a run that can almost rival the big three. Probably not One Piece, but Naruto and Bleach, toward the end of their runs, they were no longer really top 10 in yearly manga sales. They were definitely kind of on the decline. Now, I'm big fans of all of the big three, but they were past their heyday, on their way out. Fairy Tail, through like 2009 to probably 2012, was, you know, top 10 manga sales, and weekly it's still up there. So it's definitely like a series worthy of getting into, and it's needed a game for a while, so it's just something I think it could help a lot of people see what it's really about.
That's cool. There's a lot of mixed opinions when it comes to Fairy Tail. Like I hear loads of people say it's bad. I hear loads of people say it's good. I hear it's got so many fan subs. Like, Fairy Tail is a kind of iffy anime for most people. And since Koei Tecmo did win the poll, and rumors do have it that Fairy Tail might be like getting a game from Koei, would you welcome a hack and slash sort of game from them? Like, okay, like I was talking to Flash a while ago. He said something like, imagine if they made a Fairy Tail game called Guild Wars. Would you welcome a game like cool, like something like let's use Guild Wars as the template? Guild Wars. Would you welcome that game? Would you play it on your channel? Would you actually like get the game? Like, what's your thoughts on this?
If they like made it an Omega Force game, like, and like made it like Guild Warriors, you know, sort of like a Pyro Warriors game, hack and slash, tactical action, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I definitely get that. I think like the way to go is they need in the story a mesh of like that tactical action gameplay with also 1v1 aspects. I think that's just the way to go. With Fairy Tail, they have massive battles, they fight off, you know, smaller opponents, but there's also the 1v1 action. It's so clean, it's wrapped up fairly quickly, it doesn't drag, and Fairy Tail's animation for the first series definitely was always on point, in my opinion.
So you're basically saying that Like say they did this, like, or say if they did what I've been saying that they should do in Burning Blood, like the next Burning Blood game. Say if they made a mini games and they had that feature, and then had the fighting game elements, and then you had the story mode elements with like, do Fairy Tail have like boss battles, like big massive creatures that they go up against? I don't know. I'm completely new to this. Like would you? Yeah, say what you're gonna say.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, they do. Like early on, they fight a larger creature, and then of course later on in the series they do introduce dragons. There aren't that many large bosses, but they definitely, a lot of the times they go up against people where teamwork is 100% necessary. A lot of times you notice in series it's all about the 1v1 fight, while in Fairy Tail they won't really care. If they gotta lynch someone, that's how they're gonna get it done. So I think that the boss fights would be awesome.
I'm actually getting what you mean about the whole like MMO aspect fitting it, because MMO is all about playing with your friends, exploring the world, and the way you're basing Fairy Tail like out to be, like, that seems the perfect way to like fit the game. But like, would it be one of those MMOs that you're pretty much trapped in a like world similar to like Xenoverse, where they create their own concept, create their own like their own games, quote unquote canon? Like would you like welcome that, like with like fighting game elements, and then you got like the hack and slash part, and then you got the whole exploring around, and then you got like fighting against dragons for like a co-op, like 4-man co-op battle? Like, would you welcome something like as clean and nice as that? Like me, I haven't played Fairy Tail, but the sound of that sounded dope to me. I would buy a game, and I would actually give Fairy Tail a try if they had a game that is as interesting as you're making it sound. But what do you have to say on this?
Yeah, dude, I feel like that's the way to do it. Like, try to picture this, right? Toki Toki City, right? Make that like the Fairy Tail Guild Hall, and then or really any guild. They could make up one, doesn't matter. You have a guild hall, you can go to the request board, take on quests. Some are boss battle quests, some are, like 1v1 quests, some are tactical action quests, or like an escort quest or whatever. I feel like it could really work. They could just have like, I don't think it really has to be like all that, like you see in the Naruto Storm 4 story. They do sort of mix things up, they have like the 1v1 fights, and they have the boss fights, and they have those little mini like it's sort of like they're doing like the Masuwa Warriors thing, for certain missions too. I don't think it'd be too anything out of reach. I think they could do it. I think if they just put a little work towards it, I think Fairy Tail deserves it. So
okay, so one final question. Actually, wait, I got like 2 more questions, but this question, okay, if there's anybody on the face of the world that could develop this Fairy Tail game, who's your personal pick?
That's hard because the people making these licensed games, man, sometimes they don't try. You got we just had a conversation about CC2 before the video. So I'm not sure how I'd feel about them, but I'm sure they could make a decent Fairy Tail game. Like,
visually it will look amazing.
Yeah, I'd say Dimps. If Dimps would pick it up, that'd be the best option in my opinion.
Yeah, they'll guarantee you an enjoyable combat system.
Yeah.
My final question: how well do you reckon this game will do, like in terms of sales? Like, do you reckon it will do well, or do you reckon it'll be like meh, like it won't really do that well, or do you reckon that it's just gonna be based on how they advertise and based on how they put the game out there?
I think, when you go on PlayStation Network, right? They were promoting Burning Blood and Pirate Warriors 3 and Unlimited War before. If they can just do it that amount, I think this game will sell well, just based on like Fairy Tail. The character designs are simple and likable. The action it's simple and likable. Just everything about it appeals to like the mainstream masses. especially for just like an anime licensed game. If you, even if you weren't gonna like enjoy the series, you know, because it's not the most in-depth shonen, you know, it's still like for a video game. I think it could make a fun time, man.
Yeah, okay. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for actually being here. And guys, if you guys want to check out OG Dugan, link will be in the description below. I highly recommend it. He makes a lot of One Piece Burn and Blood content. So if you like One Piece Burn and Blood, he does much more than me, and he does other stuff on his channel that's anime related. So make sure you check that out in the description below. And yeah, let me just wrap up this video. So please comment and subscribe. I know I say this all the time, but at the end of the day, I'm just saying, please leave a like, rate, and enjoy this video. And yeah, I'll catch you next one, guys. Bye.